In this lecture, we are going to explore a tool called ESLint. Code quality is an important part of development. We should always be consistent and error-free. JavaScript is a great language, but it does not enforce strict rules for formatting our code. For example, open the main.js file. Inside this file, we're using single quotes. Let's say our team wants to use double quotes. From time to time, we may forget to use double quotes in a file. It's not uncommon for developers to be inconsistent with their formatting. JavaScript will not complain. As far as JavaScript is concerned, everything in the file is valid. This is where ESLint joins the picture. It'll enforce stricter standards in our code. We can create a set of rules to apply to our code base. If we break a rule, we'll be informed by ESLint. We can catch problems that normally won't be caught by an environment. Let's give it a try. In the resource section of this lecture, I provide a link to the official site for ESLint. On this page, we're given an example of a command for installing ESLint into our project. Let's copy this command to our clipboard. Next, switch over to the command line. Paste and run the command. Vite does not provide support for ESLint. This is one of the instances where a package is not automatically installed or configured for a project. We must manually integrate ESLint into our workflow. Luckily, it's really easy. Vite is easy to extend. In the command line, run the following command: npm install vite plugin ESLint save dev. This package will instruct Vite to run our JavaScript code through ESLint for code quality. While not necessary, it'll be easier to use this plugin. Next, in the root directory of the project, create a file called vite.config.js. This file can contain the configuration settings for Vite. The name is very important. Otherwise, Vite will ignore our settings. Creating this file is optional. If this file does not exist, Vite will stick to its original configuration. In our case, we're trying to add support for ESLint, which is not part of the default configuration. In this file, we must export an object. Inside this object, we can add a list of settings. While exporting an object is not a bad thing, there's an easier way to configure Vite. I'm going to add a property called plugins. As I do so, I don't receive help from the editor for correctly spelling this property. What if I make a typo? It does happen from time to time. We should try our best to avoid wasting time. Vite has a function for helping us with code completion. At the top of the file, import a function called defineConfig from the Vite package. Next, we can wrap the object with this function. This function will return the object passed into it. Seems redundant, but it does offer code completion. Let's try typing the plugins property again. This time, the editor will be more helpful with the property name. It'll offer to complete the line of code for us. It's a simple workaround, but you can never be too careful. I prefer to use this function to avoid errors. Let's set this property to an array. In this array, we can start adding plugins from other packages. Before uploading this array, we must import the ESLint package. At the top of the file, import the ESLint function from the Vite plugin ESLint package. Next, call the ESLint function from within the array. That's all there is to it. ESLint will check our code during development. Let's switch over to the command line. In the command line, start the server with the npm run dev command. The command line is going to throw an error. This is to be expected. We installed ESLint, but we haven't configured it. ESLint will search for a configuration file from within our project's directory. In the next lecture, let's work on configuring ESLint with our project.